Let's make some bath salts using up all the oily rose petals left over from my infusions. You need some Epsom salts, the rose petals, some Dead Sea salts, some dried lilac petals, and some dried lavender petals. More salt, for good measure, and some Himalayan pink salt. Rather than follow any particular recipe, I just took a glass measuring jar and filled it with each of the salts I had available, apart from the Dead Sea salt where I only had half that amount. Then I added the leftover dried lilac flowers from making lilac jelly for the glorious People's Republic of Treacle Mine Road celebrations, and the same quantity of dried lavender flowers. A few freshly dried rose petals from this summer. Give it all a good mix. Then you can add the oily rose petals, and because they're already saturated in oil, there's no need to add any extras to the bath salts themselves. A few drops of essential oil just to keep it smelling sweet. And then a good final stir to get it all mixed together. Put the salts back in the jars, either new ones or the ones you've used previously to store salts and rose petals in. I've chosen to keep the rose petals large and chunky so that they look pretty when floating around the bath, but some of the recipes I looked at did recommend blending them in a food presser to make them more finely ground. And store in a cool, dry place. After you've drawn your bath, pour as much bath salts as you wish in order to have a relaxing and pleasant smelling time. I'm not showing you my bath because I live with a mechanic and an engineer, so I'd have to have cleaned it before demonstrating. To ensure that your bath is a lovely, gentle, relaxing one, make sure you invest in one of those special plugs that's like a tea strainer to collect all the rose petals and lavender flowers when you pull the plug out, so that they're all safely gathered and collected and you're not spending your time cleaning the bath out afterwards.